Hi guys. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about how you go about finding the stuff that you're going to sell on eBay. Obviously, everybody is struggling with finding the item, what sells on eBay, and there's some options on eBay website that you can go to and find. I've seen some guys showing how you go to most watched items on eBay, and by that then you can find items that you can sell. Most of these things are going to be stuff that people imported from China and bought wholesale, and they're selling them retail. So a lot of that, if you're not in that range financially, obviously you want to know what can I buy in my local area to sell on eBay. Um, my little dog is being obnoxious. I have, over this 1 year that I've been working almost full time with eBay. I'm in construction, and right now there's no work, so I've been supplementing my income with eBay. The one thing that I started out with, and I know this is, you guys are gonna laugh, but or maybe not. Starbucks offers destination specific products. They have gift cards that have the name of the town or a country, and we go about our lives as normal, and I don't know, you'll probably get that little sickness that I have that you start noticing things and go, hey, wait a minute. I came across some mugs. My wife wanted Starbucks mugs from towns that she's been to. So she was started looking on eBay for them, and sure enough, the people did offer Starbucks mugs from, let's say, New York. We live in Chicago, and we don't get to go to New York that often, or at least not me. So she started looking on eBay to see how much they were, and they were like $30. I I know that these same mugs go for 10 or 11 or $12 on at the Starbucks store. So I thought, well, wait a minute. If somebody is willing to pay $35 for this or $30 for this thing from New York, what are they willing to pay for it on a mug from Chicago? So I did my little research that I showed in my first video, where you actually go and type in a Starbucks mug Chicago, and excuse me, and you'll see, what they do. Now those they were called City Series mugs. Um, we have a collection that's ginormous because of my wife. But I always told her that she travels a lot. She's in the airline business, so I told her, well, you can start a collection. Well, fine. Everybody collects something. Like I said in my first video, everybody collects something. I happen to collect money. Um, Buy two, sell one on eBay, and make the proceeds from that mug help you with the cost of the second mug that you're going to put on your shelf. And that's how it started. She actually started coming home with mugs in excess of what she needed, and I started selling them on eBay. And yeah, it racks up. I mean, you make $10, $15. We had mugs from Paris. We had mugs from well, basically all over the world where she travels, and it made a good amount of money. And so after the Starbucks mugs, I going into Starbucks all of a sudden constantly, I realized that they had gift cards that said Chicago or New York or San Diego, San Francisco, LA. Everywhere we went, they had these gift cards. So I asked the clerk or whoever's the baristas or whatever they call them, if I could have a couple, and sure enough, if you grab one or two, they're not going to frown on you. But if you wanted more than that, then put a value on it. You can put as little as $1 on each card. The only drawback is that when they do that, they actually swipe the card and it leaves a mark on the front of the card. So that's on the gift cards. And if I'm giving you some ideas here, so that if you're out there and you want to start buying and selling things that you can find for free, there's plenty of that. I go to a local bar and we drink beer. One day I was sitting there just by myself and the bartender talking, and I realized that every time he opened a beer, he threw the beer cap in the trash. So I said, hey, listen, can you do me a favor, and for the next 1 week or 2 weeks, can you save all your beer caps? And I'll come and get them at the end of the 2 weeks. And I did. I ended up with about 500 beer caps. And just as they were, I took 100 and I put them in a bag and placed them on eBay and sold. I sold 100 beer caps, which I got for nothing. I want to say I got $8.99 for that 100 batch, or if it was less, no matter what number it is, anything I got for it was free. So they were free. So anything I got for those was a profit. Now, what I did notice was that there were some craft beers. You have your Fat Tire, you have your, those craft beers, not as highly valued as some of the local brews that you don't see a lot of anywhere else. So we have breweries, obviously, around Chicagoland area. 312 is one of them. Goose Island is another one. We have a lot of them up in Wisconsin. On the border of Wisconsin, we can go and buy beers that are crafted there and only sold in Wisconsin. He happens to like a beer that's called Horny Goat. Yeah, I know. But it's a cool tap, and I thought, hey, I'll sort those out of those 500. Let me show you one of them. All right, so that is what it looks like. A Horny Goat. All right, and I did put these on eBay, and they are selling one by one, little by little, not like every day or 6 times a day, but I do sell one every now and then. Remember, I got these for free at the bar. They're listed on eBay for buy it now, $1.19. All I do with this is I take a piece of paper, wrap this. I'll wrap this top in there. I tape it shut, stick it in an envelope, which I have a stamp that labels, and a 66-cent stamp. Anything that's a 1/4 inch or thicker envelope and goods inside an envelope requires extra postage. So you have to pay the 66 cents instead of the 46. That might be 47 now, and that's all I do. And so the buyer pays me, I think I put 80 cents for postage. Well, I gotta pay for these too. So I figured, 80 cents is a good round number. And then $1.19 is what I get for the actual cap. And after eBay takes their fee and PayPal grabs theirs, let's say I made $1. Okay, a lot of people might think that, $1, why you go through that trouble? Well, I don't. I did it once, and I put in that I have more than 10 available, and I can, in my listing, it says good until canceled, and if you go to my listings, you will see this Horny Goat, and I'm in Mount Prospect, Illinois, so that's going to come up in location. It'll tell you how many I've sold and how many I have left to sell. I constantly change that number because I'm constantly getting more of these. That listing just keeps ticking. It just keeps going and going and going. Each time one sells, I grab it out of this bag, put it in like I did here, showed you, and it just goes. So I made $1 with initial effort. Yes, I had to take the picture, I had to describe it, I have to set up the listing, but after that it just goes, it takes. And you might want to look for things like this, craft beer caps. Some of them you will find, and make sure that when you open that it's either a twist cap, or when you open it carefully so you don't bend the cap. That affects the value. I actually have sold some beer bottles from Germany. My wife went there on one of her work trips, and she brought me home a couple beers, and they're the old porcelain top that has that clasp or clamp or whatever, that metal thing that goes down and holds it locked. An empty beer, you can sell an empty beer bottle on eBay, and I drank the beer, enjoyed it, and sold the bottle for $3.99. And my wife, I think, paid €1 for it, so that's what, it's about $1.50 or $1.80 or something like that. And I enjoyed that beer. I sold the bottle, got my money back, or got her money back plus some. So there's one thing. If you travel, you start looking for things that are city specific. People like stuff from Paris. People like stuff from Rome. People love stuff from London, Germany. They like things from places where they've been. So I'm going to show you another item that I have done very well with, and it's something you can go and get for very little money, not free, but very little. I'm running low on time here with this video, so I'm going to go ahead and end here and start a new video with the other item.